I am back again today with a story time and a bag change. This story time is going to be a little bit different because I didn't have an incident with my bag. Nothing bad. Well, it's not something that's bad, but I would say it's kind of negative. Something I don't want to be happening, but it's happening. If you haven't seen my other 3 story times with an ostomy bag change, go watch those. Today I'm going to be talking about my appointment with my ostomy nurse. Today's Friday. My appointment was Wednesday morning. And so I'm going to tell you about that experience while I change my ostomy bag. I've been having this skin irritation issue, especially around my navel. I'm going to show you that in a minute. And this was pretty much our discussion during our visit, during my appointment. I've been getting skin irritation around my navel. It looks inflamed. It's really stuck. I actually need 2 of these wipes this time. I usually only need 1, but number 2 is coming up. The barrier ring is really stuck to my skin right now. And I think I know why, because during that visit, she put a special kind of powder on my skin prior to putting the bag on. She did a bag change for me when I was there. And she looked at my skin and she was telling me that it might be a fungal infection. So she was looking at my skin and she did say that it was inflamed. But at first she was saying that it did not look like a fungal infection. But then upon a closer inspection, she did say it was. And it's so irritated right now. It's active right now. I had to change to a different plastic bag so I can film this video without grossness all around my bag because it's kind of see-through. Alright, just for now I'm going to put a tissue over it because it's spitting out. But I want to show you my skin that she was looking at. It looks like it's splitting too in a certain spot. I have pretty sensitive skin prior to even having a stoma. So let me show you up close. So it looks like this is new, like this split right here. Just after taking off this bag, I've noticed that. But at first, when I went to my appointment, it was just this part that was inflamed and inside my navel. I did have a leak in the past where my output did go into my navel. Why are you staring at me? Why'd you tell me? And I think it made it extra sensitive, started to burn, and I don't think it healed from that time. So it's pretty hard, like rough skin, and I needed to heal. Let me put this garbage bag back on. So I'm gonna try to talk fast and do this bag change fast. And it's weird because it's 10:30 p.m. at night and it wants to be active. Anyway, let me wash my hands real quick. That was pretty much the discussion with my ostomy nurse. So she recommended that I change my bag every other day. So every 2 days I change my bag just to get some air to it. And she was saying that I probably got this irritation because I had a leak in the past. And she's thinking I'm not drying it enough before putting on another bag. because I usually take a shower and just let it air dry. So I think I might start to take a shower, but when I get out, I'm gonna blow dry it so it's doesn't have to air dry and it's gonna dry completely with that heat from the hair dryer. I have used a hair dryer before and it's excellent, but I'm pretty lazy at night. I take my showers at night. Oh, it takes about not even 5 minutes to dry my bag, but that's 5 minutes I could be lying in bed. Anyway, and she gave me this. It's very bright. Is it bright over here? Or over here? She said just a little bit. She told me to put this on first. And then use this to seal in the powder. But kind of only on the parts where it's irritated. This is kind of like the barrier spray that I use. The skin barrier spray, but it's on this stick. And I can't open it. Oh, there we go. So I'm just going to put it on the area that's been irritated. I've had my stoma for over 7 months now, and my skin is just now giving me problems. But I'm hoping this does heal it up. But I will keep you guys updated. And I'm going to finish this bag change before this whole bag is full with my outlet. Gosh, it's non-stop. Ring on. Flange being put on. Our wafer, whatever you want to call it. Bag. In place. Now I can take the garbage bag off. That was my first time using 2 garbage bags. Double check to make sure my 2-piece system is clicked on. And the warmth from your hand kind of gels everything in place. I'm going to put in a deodorizer, my Tic Tacs. Roll up the neck of the bag. Make sure the Velcro is pressed down. I test it out. Make sure it's tucked in. And voila! These are my soccer shorts from my soccer days. I played pretty much all my life until I was in my early 30s. After I had my baby, I stopped. But I'll still kick the ball around sometimes at the park. All right. Last thing I need to do is wash my hands. So that was not a smooth bag change, but it is what it is. So the next time I'll be changing my bag is 2 days from now. And hopefully my skin looks better, but we will see. And I will let you guys know. It's Sunday, 2 days later. And I just got out of the shower, washed my hair. My bag is wet because I was just in the shower. But I am going to change my bag to see if my irritated skin has gotten better. So just by looking at it right now, it's really red. Take a look. And it's peeling. My daughter's playing Roblox with her cousin out in the living room, so if you hear some yelling here and there, that's her. All right, so let's see if this has worked. The antifungal powder that my ostomy nurse gave me. Let's see if that worked. If not, I'm going to have to use something stronger. I had ulcerative colitis, and I would have to take steroids orally to calm down my inflammation in my colon. I might have to use cortisone ointment. Cortisone ointment has steroids in it, just a little bit. I have tried this ointment before and it usually works, but it wasn't as bad. But the issue is my bag will not stick after I put it on. It just won't. So like in this area, if I put the ointment on, my bag won't stick right there. So I'm thinking if it's still not okay, if it's still not better or improving, I'm going to have to use that ointment and maybe just cover up my stoma with a paper towel for my 5 to 10 minutes just to let it sit. Then I'm going to wipe it off and then put the antifungal powder on and do the process. But I think I need a steroid. And I heard from the YouTuber, Let's Talk IBD. She's very popular on YouTube. She has a stoma. She had a stoma for many, many years. And I've been watching her videos even before I got my own stoma. And she uses Flonase. The Flonase that you squirt in your nose for allergies. Like she'll squirt on her sensitive spots on her skin. And that usually keeps her skin calm where she puts on her bag. So I might have to do that in the future. And this Flonase also has steroids in it too. So we'll see. But I don't have it in the house right now. So I'm going to use what I have. So let me just see how this looks. I am very curious to see if there has been an improvement. All right, so let me give you a close-up. It's still irritated. I haven't cleaned around it yet. That's probably built up powder. But now I'm going to need to use my steroid ointment. I just have really sensitive skin. Maybe just using, I don't know what I'm using that's irritating my skin, or if it was the output when I had a little leak a few weeks ago. But I don't know, but no. So I'm just going to be using a very little bit of this. Start out with this much. I'm going to start inside my belly button. And I'm going to use just a little bit more on the outside where I saw that split in my skin, which I don't see right now, so I guess the powder has worked. I'll put a little bit more on just around my belly button, right here where the split was. But a little goes a long way. So let's let that sit for 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to cover my stoma up. Oh, well, let me wash my hands. Wash the steroids off my hand. I'm going to let this sit. And then I'm going to wipe it off with some warm water. Put on the powder. Put on my barrier spray. And then put my bag on. Just the usual routine. But this, I do not want this to spread. It used to be just inside my belly button. Now it's starting to form around my belly button. And now it's going a little further up. So I'm like, no, let's take care of this right now before it gets out of control. Okay, guys, I'll be back. It's been 10 minutes, and I'm going to take a paper towel, put some warm water on it, and wipe away the ointment. Because if I don't, my bag is not going to stick. Hopefully the ointment did its job. I just let it sit for a little bit so I can decrease the inflammation, which I need to do because it's not getting any better. And it is itchy, not a lot, but sometimes, especially when I just put it on my back, it gets itchy. But let's see, hopefully this works. And I am hoping to get the Flonase sometime soon so I don't have to do this process. I know with the Flonase, maybe if I just squirt just a little bit and just let it dry, I can just put it in my bag pretty quickly after. Then I have to let the water dry, and then I can put it in my bag. My skin has always been sensitive throughout my life. Even till this day, when I get out of the shower and I use my towel, I have to pat my skin dry. Because the rubbing of the towel on my skin makes me itchy and it irritates my skin. Now I'm going to start my regular bag change process. Ooh, easier opening today. Like even right now it's itchy. Oh my gosh. Yikes, 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 yikes. So since I have to change every 2 days, today's Sunday, I'll be coming back on Tuesday to show you the results. My ostomy nurse says it's a fungal infection, but I kind of know my skin. It might be a fungal infection as well, but my skin is very sensitive, so I think it's more than that. Hopefully the flange stays stuck on my skin, but if not, I have to put the barrier extender, which my ostomy nurse tells me not to use. Like the less things that are on my skin, the better. If my bag starts to lift up where I put the ointment, I'll just put this on to make it last until Tuesday. But we'll see. So far it is stuck. It is sticking. So we'll see if I need to use this. Hopefully not. I'm gonna add my deodorizer to my bag, Tic Tac. I'm gonna be known as the Tic Tac girl on YouTube. So hopefully this is the remedy for this issue. Again, I'll let you guys know in 2 days. Don't mind my phone in my shirt. It's there to capture my audio. I'm a little cheap, but whatever. It is another 2 days later, and I just got out of the shower. My bag is wet. It's emptied, and I'm going to show you if my skin looks any better after putting on my steroid ointment. Everything I'm doing in this video is just what I am doing. I'm not a medical professional, So please go ask your medical team what they recommend that you should do. Let's take off this soggy bag. It looks better. Take a look. So it is on the mend. Let me dry off, clean up. It's definitely not that inflamed right now. My skin is less red. Whew, it's calming down. Let me wash my hands. Okay, now I cleaned it up. Now I'm gonna use Flonase. If this works, I will be using this every time I do a bag change, because I can't keep having my navel and the skin around my navel becoming inflamed, and then I manage to calm it down and then it gets inflamed again. I don't like the back and forth. That's not good for my skin. That's not good for my health. So let's see. I'm hoping this works. Hopefully it doesn't take a long time to dry and I can just do quick bag changes while using this. So I'm just going to use a little bit. I've never used Flonase before, but hopefully I'm spraying this correctly. Find out. Okay, 1, 2. Just 2 squirts. Okay, wash my hands off again. All right, let that dry. And then I don't think I'm gonna use the fungal powder because I don't think it's fungal infection. Really don't. I will use a little bit of the just regular powder. Just around my stoma. Then I'm gonna set it in place with my barrier skin spray. While I let that dry, prepare my flange, my ring, and my bag. I will show you 2 days from now if my skin is even better, and I'll check in with you to see if the Flonase is working. I can tell already it's in good shape.
Nice, nice, sweet, sweet, sugar, sugar.
Have you heard Mariah Carey's new album? Her voice is amazing. It's one of a kind. And she's still on top of her game. Let's see. Before I take off my bag, I did not have to use a, a barrier strip. It stayed totally stuck on. It didn't lose its stickiness. The Flonase has prevented my bag from falling off, so that's a plus. Now let's take off the bag. Robin, calm yourself down. Come on. Ugh, finally. Oh my gosh, it looks good. Well, it looks better. It's not 100%, but it looks better and better every day. Huh. All right. Still a little red, but it's more like a light pink now, so that's good. I'll give you a close-up. Let me wash my hands first before I touch my camera. So it's definitely less inflamed, less red. I don't know if you can tell, but it is definitely getting better. I am happy with the results of the Flonase. It is calming my skin down. Yes, 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 yes. That's exactly what I wanted. I'm so glad I found a solution. And I'm almost 100% sure that this strategy is going to work. Because I've seen it from Let's Talk IBD. If you don't know her on YouTube, look her up. She's fantastic. She does this to her stoma because she had skin irritation in the past. And now her skin around her stoma looks beautiful. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this part of my routine. Let's do the bag change. Flonase, where are you? Here we go. I'm only going to use 2 squirts every bag change. So 1, 2. That's it. Right on my belly button. Okay. Satisfied. Add a little Stoma powder. Skin barrier spray. 3 times. All this drying. We know the drill. It's dry. I think that was the last video for this video. I'm pretty confident that the Flonase is going to continue to work, keep my skin nice and undisturbed. Steroids just work for me. Even when I had ulcerative colitis, I had to take steroids and it cured me right up very quickly, very quickly. So Flonase is going to be part of my routine, and that's okay. I don't want to keep having to battle skin issues, especially since I'm going to have this ostomy, this stoma, for the rest of my life. So that Flonase is going to stay in my ostomy supply bag. It's going with me everywhere. Thank you for watching this video. Please share this video with someone who needs to see it, or someone who is supporting someone who needs to see it. Just spread this video around, and that's all I ask. I will see you guys in the next one.